Welcome to this week's episode of the Ranting Podcast, the Rant Files, the podcast that has strong opinions and zero filters. I'm Nick, and this is my lovely wife, Miranda.
Hi.
She's going in this episode completely blind and doesn't know what any of the topics are, so let's get right into it.
Yeah.
First up, as usual, we got Rant or Rave. I picked 4 topics, and we'll see which one Miranda wants to rant or rave about. I changed it up a little bit.
Okay.
So it should be 2 brand new categories for you. So first, you got self-driving cars, change, motivation, gift cards as presents. Rant or rave?
Ooh.
Self-driving cars, change, motivation, gift cards as presents.
Oh gosh. Well, first I wanted to talk about the self-driving, but then I thought about it. Like, I really don't know a whole lot about them. I just think they're a bad idea.
Okay.
So I guess that's really all I could rant about I just think they're a bad idia.
Okay,
I don't
is
know.
that what you're picking?
No, because I don't have anything else to follow
Okay.
up with it. That's what I'm saying is like, so
Okay.
we don't need to bring that one back.
Okay.
Because I don't know a whole lot about
Okay.
them. I think that they're
huge right now.
everything's huge right now.
Yeah. Okay. Which one do you want to
No,
do?
we can do what was the last thing you said?
Change, motivation, gift cards as
The
presents.
gift cards. Yes,
Okay.
that's what.
You want to rant or rave? I got examples too.
I'm more inclined to rant or no. Ooh. I think I want to rave about them actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your rave?
I think
Why?
I like gift cards.
Okay.
I like gifting gift cards and I like getting gift cards.
Okay.
Because then I can choose my own thing, I guess. And like the way that I like to do it, because like, so just think, for example, when the kids go to a birthday party, back in the day, I used to always have like, a $10 limit or something on like the birthday gifts, especially because there was a while there where we were like birthday party
Back
after
to back,
birthday
yeah,
party after
right.
birthday party.
Yeah.
And I was like, we need to put a dollar amount, like limit on this across the board. Otherwise this shit's going to start getting out of control. So I used to always do like the $10 limit. And then obviously, as the kids got older, their interests grew. You can't get like
Right.
little $10 things anymore. However, some of the stuff that like these kids are asking for and like their parents, they'll just be like, oh, here's the invitation. And like on the back of it, they'll be like, you don't have to bring gifts, but
Right,
if you
yeah.
want to, they like this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, either I don't know what this is or I just don't really care to go and like search for it or like spend that much money. So I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? Let me throw you like $20. I'm going to get you a $20 gift card. And then who knows, maybe some other kids got you some gift cards. And then you can take all those gift cards down to the Walmart
true.
and you can go get your toy that you've been eyeing and then maybe a few more or something. But like, or maybe, you get down there and say somebody did get you that toy that you were asking for. Now you got all these gift cards and you can go get something else.
Yeah.
Like that's just the
true.
way that I approach gift cards
What
in
if
general,
it's
I
all
guess.
from different places though?
Oh, that's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
then,
What if you get like 10
honestly.
different gift cards, And do you approach
How
it?
many places? I don't know, I guess.
I mean, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, Target. There's a bunch of places.
guess.
I think
I
every
mean-
place has gift cards at this point.
yeah, I suppose my go-to is always just like
For kids, definitely Walmart. Yeah.
honestly, because like you
Guess
can
they're-
get almost anything there unless I
Yeah.
know, like I know that they're into Fortnite, then I'll get like a V-Bucks card
Oh,
or
yeah, that's
something.
fair,
But
yeah.
or if they like to play like PlayStation games,
Yeah.
then I'll go do that. But if it's just
Yeah.
like Malachi got invited to a birthday party and I was like, I don't know who this kid is. I don't know who this friend is.
Mm-hmm.
So don't really, and I was asking him like, what is he into and stuff, and he's like,
Second no.
oh, he likes the Nintendo Switch, and I was like, okay, well, no.
Okay.
I was
Cool.
like, that's cool. Those games are like $60. We're not gonna do that, but you know what we can do? Go
Gift
get a
card.
gift card.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like honestly, it's
true.
I was there when he gave him the gift card and he opened it. He was so happy
There you go.
because he was like, oh my god, I get to go shopping, and
Yeah.
I was like, see, this is even better.
What about with like with family? Like people closer to you?
I mean, still, I don't
Yeah.
mind getting gift cards. I think, I guess it just depends on, like if you know that they want something specific, I guess, then and like it's within your budget, then I say go for it. Get the thing. But if it's like, I can't think of like anything specific, but if they're like, oh, I've been eyeing this thing and I'm saving up for it or something like that, and you're like, oh, I got it sitting in my cart on Amazon. Okay, well then I'll just get you an Amazon gift card. And
Yeah,
like,
that's fair. Yeah.
And then, then I'll be like, hey, I remember you telling me that you had that thing sitting in your cart on Amazon. Here's however much money to go towards it.
When you know where they're going specifically.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying is that it only works if you know them well enough to get them something, because like that's where I start to get frustrated with like getting gifts a lot. And I mean, I've always been like this, honestly. Like even growing up, sometimes I would get a lot of like anxiety around like my birthday or Christmas.
Okay.
Because I would be like, okay, this is it. This is the time. I gotta act for my life. Okay. I'm like, I'm
But the shitty presents?
probably not gonna get anything that I asked for, or people are just gonna be like, oh, she's a little girl, she's gonna like this thing.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna get me the thing that they think that
Right.
I want. And like, okay. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you for getting me this thing for my birthday. Thank you so much. I didn't actually want it. Appreciate it. Like, that's just how I always felt. And so then as I got older, when people would just give me money, they're like, sorry, I didn't get you anything. Here's $20. And I'm like,
That's
fuck,
perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. I was like, don't get me anything ever again. Just give me money. This is fine.
Especially for like the kids too. Like if they get like cheap stuff, for like
Yeah.
presents or whatever, like they're not going to, you have to realize
That
they're
too.
going to touch it once and then never touch it again.
Well,
so it's going to go away.
Yeah, I feel like just even as our kids are getting older, like I struggle trying to like figure out like birthday presents and Christmas presents, because I'm like, you guys' interests are just like, they're all over the place all the time. And like, it's just like when I go buy their snacks in bulk. I go buy them in bulk, and then the next day they're like, ugh, I don't want to eat those anymore. Exactly. And now that shit's sitting in the pantry. Yeah. Okay, I've been working on your Christmas list all year, and now I get you this thing, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that thing that I saw 5 months ago that I really begged you for. Okay.
That's the mind of a child.
Yeah, but
though,
exactly. So that's why, especially when it comes to like their birthdays, people will be like, what do they want? What can I get them? And I'm like, honestly, just send them money and like, we'll take them to the store. Yeah. I'm so tired of trying to figure out what everybody wants anymore. Or like when they're like, oh, what size clothes are they in? I'm like, for the love of God, do not send my kids clothes because it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. I can tell you what size they're in and it's going to fit from this store, but it's not going to fit from this store. Yeah. So like, just exactly that string bean. Like, if you want to get him clothes, give us the money and I will take him to the store. Yeah, right. I don't like, that's fine. But
so you
like,
try it on before.
But like, he's just at a point in his growth that like, we cannot buy him clothes except for like maybe a shirt or a sweater or something. Definitely not pants. No. Like, absolutely
he should still just try
not.
them on, but yeah.
Even then, we have to like figure out how we're gonna finesse this because he's just so long and skinny. Like, So just gift cards, money, whatever. That way you can just take it and apply it however you need it to be. Whether like if they want a new outfit or a new toy, or sometimes he'll even be like, oh yeah, I got money, I'm gonna save this up in my bank account, and he's like, I'm saving up for something or whatever, and like every once in a while he'll be like, how much money is in my bank account, and I'll tell him like, sure, you're gonna be able to you're not gonna fucking use that money. What are you talking about?
That's one thing though, is that when you rely on gift cards so much, they don't get that opportunity. Yeah. You can't take that money and put it in unless I guess the parent buys it from them. Then that's something you can do.
But that's why, like, especially if he'll get, like sometimes he'll get a birthday card or something that has like cash and a check in it. I'm like, you can keep the cash. We're taking the check and depositing into your bank account. Of course, so we'll leave that alone and let him play with the other stuff. Yeah. Or even if it's like a gift card or something, I'll just be like, I mean, really, I think they've only ever gotten like the generic, like either Walmart or Target or like Visa
Probably,
gift cards. So it's always something that like,
before, but that was
maybe that, but it's always something to where like we're able to use it. But if they ever got one that was for like, I don't know, like Best Buy or something, I would probably just be like, I'm going to give you the cash because are there Temu gift cards? I hope nobody gives their kids anything from Temu.
I would immediately.
I'm throwing that away.
Give it away.
Yeah, no. I don't trust that shit. But no, I forgot. I was going to say something. I forgot what it was. But I don't know. I lost it. That's my train of thought.
Sorry.
ADHD.
But no, I mean, I think gift cards are, I don't know. I think they're better than sending like, if you know what their interests are and stuff like that, like if you're close to them, but like there's nobody that lives like close, you know, so they don't really know the kids like that, you know. But if there was a different circumstance and they knew what their interests were and stuff like that, I think it'd be more targeted. I think it'd be more, I don't know. I think it might be better to get something a little more personal. You know, something they're interested in. If they were local, if they knew the kids, like,
I mean,
you know, you've been talking about, like you had said, like, you know, you got something. I mean, the kids wouldn't have anything in the Amazon cart, but like, you know, they have something on their mind or on their list or whatever, and they, you know, saw them on a daily basis. But if you ask what they like 6 months prior to when you're actually going to send it, they're probably not going to be into that anymore. You know, so that's where I side with gift cards a lot more. Especially, it's a lot better than like dollar store stuff. Like, don't send cheap stuff because, like, it's not gonna break. Well, yeah, either they break or the kids, like I said, they touch them once and they never touch them again. Yeah, it's like you're just wasting money at this point. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, just a gift card is fine, or even if because you still have to pay to send a gift card, just Venmo me or Zelle it or whatever. True. I don't care. I'll throw it into his spending account, and then that's fine. But like, I don't know, save your money by doing all the shipping, and just if you really want to send him something, send him the money and let him go pick out whatever he wants, and then we'll send you a video or a picture or something.
I wonder if it feels more like I don't know, impersonal. Probably sending it like Zelle and stuff like that.
I'm sure. I guess I just see like the back end of it where I mean, I don't know, because it's 50-50.
Like a
I don't know.
I don't know, like.
I actually don't know if you
birthday
can
or something, or is it just like it's just the transaction and that's it?
No, you can, but like the person that's receiving it can't see it. Like you can add a memo, but I think it's a memo that shows up on your bank statement. Oh. So if you're like, oh, this is what I paid this for. It'll show up on your bank statement, but it's not like Venmo. Like on Venmo, you can put like for lawn care, for car wash, for birthday, for whatever. You can write that on there.
Not for the
recipient. It'll just be like if you write something in there, then it's visible.
So okay. So that's how you can combat that. Yeah. You know? Because it is dumb how you would buy a gift card and then pay to send it to.
I know, that's why I'm like, you don't have to. If you want to send money, you can just like send it to.
Feel like older generations aren't going to do that.
No, I understand that it's like the tangible thing. Like I get it, you know, like, oh, you got a gift. You get to open something. You have it in your hands. Yeah. I get that. But at the same time, like, I don't know. For me personally, just because I'm like such a picky person too, that I'm like, if I tell you that I want something, I feel like I need to be super specific about it to make sure that it's the thing that I want. And then I kind of feel like I'm being like, kind of a brat about it, I guess, because I'm like, no, but I want this very specific one. And then if I don't get that specific one, then that's when I have to be like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah, right. That's when
it's not what I fucking asked for.
That's when you have to get a receipt.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like, it's nothing like against the other people. It's just me.
Yeah.
And
I think it's probably harder for like, I don't know, that's probably an easier solution for people that are like distant.
Yeah.
So like, you know, we have no relatives around and we don't really see people for holidays and stuff like that. But for like families that are close, you know what I mean? That are like, they get together for holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would see how that would be a lot more like personal to get like actual things. Cause
I would hope that you'd put some more effort into it.
Yeah. Cause think about like you guys are doing like Christmas together or whatever. Not everybody wants to open a bunch of gift cards. Yeah. You know, I think that's the difference.
That's true.
You know, if
that's
you're
true.
distant,
I guess, yeah. I guess it just really depends on like Yeah, I suppose
how close you are to your
the
family.
Relationship and then like the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Cause I mean, I guess that there was another birthday party that we went to that like I didn't do a gift card. But that one, they did put on the invitation for that one, what she liked. So that's why I went out and got some of that stuff. With with that other kid. I don't even think there was like a legitimate invitation. He just like asked Malachi at school if he wanted to go for his birthday. And we were like, details?
Yeah,
like,
something.
Anything?
Yeah.
They're just like talking about it at lunch. And I'm like, when is this? Oh, this weekend. I think we went and got the gift like on the way there because like we had no idea what was going on until like the night before. Fucking middle schoolers,
That's
man.
why a gift card would be better.
Yeah. So like
here you go.
Middle school and up, y'all are getting gift cards.
That makes sense though. It really does make sense. It just it just makes sense to do sometimes. But I think that's the differentiator is that like if it's like a Christmas thing and you're close to your family and you're together, that's when like it's more appropriate to do like actual targeted presents where something like a birthday party you're invited to or like, I don't know, something like that. Or like you're sending something to somebody. Yeah. It's just better just here.
Yeah.
Go get what you want, you know? Send me a picture of what it was or something like that. Yeah. Don't just send like dollar store crap.
Yeah, I guess if I like find something that like makes me think of that person and then I'm like, oh, they have a birthday coming up or something, then I'll like hold on to it and be like, hey, thought of you, blah, 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 or whatever, like happy birthday. Or I'm trying to think of, I guess there's just, it would just definitely be like a case by case basis.
Yeah, for sure.
But for me personally, I like getting gift cards.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more convenient because then you just pick out what you want.
And then also sometimes I'll like forget that I have it in my wallet. Yeah. And I'll be at the store and I'm like, oh my God, let me see how much is on this. And then next thing I know, it covers like my whole purchase. And I'm like, I got it for free.
I don't know. I think the older I get though, the more I think that like holidays and like birthdays and all that kind of stuff are really just like for like kids, for like the younger, you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
yeah, when it comes to like the gift giving and stuff like that. Yeah.
Like focus on like, don't send anything for me. Like send it for the kid.
I know.
I don't need anything. Yeah. Cause like what we talk about, we don't really do presents because we're grown folk. Like,
I know. I
can go out
get
and fucking
whatever
just buy
I want during the year.
Yeah, I'll just go out and get it. If I need it or I want it, I'm just going to go get it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait for I'm not a child. I'm not going to wait for a holiday to be like, oh, I hope I get this thing. No, it's August. I'm going to go fucking buy it.
Yeah. That's why I don't know. And I mean, we've like you said, we've talked about this before with like Father's Day and birthdays too, that we're just like, I don't even know what to get you because like
you get
we
what
just
you need.
go get whatever we need to get when we need it. Like and I don't know. I can't think of anything that like I want bad enough to like hold out until my birthday to ask for, you know, like I just, I don't know.
I've always been, the older I get, the more I believe in that. Like, I don't want I don't want gifts. Like, I don't need gifts. Like, there's nothing, I'll just go out and fucking buy it. Yeah. But the kids though, they're still in that phase where they're like, oh, I'm looking forward to opening all these presents. So like, you know, give them, just flood them with,
exactly.
You know.
Yeah. Especially since having kids too, it's definitely become more, like from my point of view about like making it fun and exciting for them and just like spending the time together, whether it's like just us or like extended family as well. But it's just more about like the time spent versus like the gifts that are given aside from like, that's fair. I mean, I like giving gifts too. So I don't know. I guess it's more so I really just feel more of the excitement like for the kids though.
Yeah, definitely
just
for the
like,
kids.
Oh my God, I know they were asking for this thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And they're excited to open it and everything.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'd rather just have like a day to myself. Like I'd rather just go out like and do something.
Yeah,
for me, you know, like,
so I like for my birthday, just like
stuff.
let me go out and like
I think every year we're always like, you know, we ask each other like, what do you want to do for your birthday? Like
just
do you want to go out and like go shopping or do you want to? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then we usually like meet up for like dinner or something like that. Like we do something as a family, but like it's just not. I don't know. It's not focused on presents.
Yeah. No, I mean, I try to make it fun for like, especially when we do like Christmas Eve though, with the Christmas Eve box.
Oh yeah, for the kids. Yeah,
that is one that I always try to like plan out and do. Not even kind of big, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, that's box. Something that you wouldn't do gift cards for. That is something personal.
Yeah.
That's something that is.
But that's like a built up tradition that we've been doing since. I mean, we did that since Malachi was like 1.
Yeah.
So it's been going on for some time now.
Yeah, 11 years now.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I mean, as far as like. I don't know. I think that if we were to like go see family or something, then it would probably end up being like gift cards because we traveled.
Well, yeah. Also, we don't see family like at all.
Well, also, I would probably just be like, can we not do gifts too? Because like we spent enough money on the travel.
Yeah, the gift is
my presence is the present.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I mean, it's fair though, especially depending on like how far you traveled and how much money you spent on the trip.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is like, can we just hang out?
Yeah, like I'm not.
We don't need to. I don't even need a gift. Like,
but again,
let's just
like
hang
we're
out.
Adults. We don't need to exchange gifts.
Yeah,
we are adults.
Like,
you can go buy your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I don't know.
I
like,
understood it, but
yeah, I think I would just be like, let's hang out and make some tamales, and then let me like eat my face off, just blah, 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 and then I'll go home.
Oh,
Christmas.
There you go. Except we wouldn't go anywhere for Christmas.
No, I'm sorry, Mom. Don't get your hopes up. I don't travel for Christmas anymore.
We don't travel for any holidays.
No, that's dangerous.
Well, that and like we'd rather just be home for it.
That too.
You know, but
I decorate for Christmas. But
that's true.
Another time.
You ready to move on?
Yeah. Now I'm thinking about the miles.
Oh God, here we go. Next up is Am I the Asshole? Every week I'll pick one Am I the Asshole story and we'll see what Miranda thinks. So the first one is titled, it's kind of a long, weird title, but stick with me. Am I the Asshole? My friends backed out of a trip 3 weeks before and refused to pay for their portion of the Airbnb. Am I the asshole for asking them to pay half? That's the title. There's a lot of nitty gritty here, so I'm just going to try and keep it brief. For my 26th birthday, a large group of us, 12 total, was planning to go to LA and get a huge Airbnb for a weekend trip. The Airbnb had been booked and was going to be about $250 a person. 3 weeks before the trip, one of our friends, male 25, says he can't go. He had an actual reason, but I was still disappointed. Because of this, his closest friend says she isn't because he isn't. So she's not going to go because he isn't going to go.
Okay.
I texted in the group chat and said, since this trip is 3 weeks away and we had booked, everyone needs to let us know now who was going. This leads to about half the group dropping out. Due to this, the price of the Airbnb has now doubled for all of us that are still going. Since the trip is so soon, we can't even cancel and book a new one without losing a lot of money. I asked everyone who dropped out if they would still pay half of what they owed since it was last minute and we would not be able to find people to replace them. My friend, female 25, texted asking me if I really think it's fair to ask her to pay when she isn't going. She said we booked the Airbnb too soon and should have waited. I feel like dropping out this close to the trip, even if we picked a less expensive place, we still would have booked. Her reaction makes me think maybe I'm in the wrong, so am I the asshole? There is an edit for clarification. I didn't book the Airbnb, someone else in the group did. Everyone was responsible for their own flights. It is my birthday Sunday, another girl's 2 days before, and my significant other, the week before mine. So it was supposed to be a kind of joint celebration. We all work together, which is weird. We all work together, so no, everyone makes enough to afford this, / would see one another frequently enough there, would have been chances to back out sooner / raise concerns. So again, her reaction makes me think maybe I'm in the wrong, so am I the asshole?
I think everybody sucks here, honestly.
Okay.
This is why you don't do group trips, truthfully. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, no, everybody sucks. Your friends suck for backing out of what's supposed to be your birthday trip. That's a shitty thing to do.
And all because of one person too.
Yeah, that too. That like how that's gotta feel like shit that you invited all these people to your birthday and they were only gonna go because somebody else was gonna be there.
Well, hold on.
Like,
it's not just her birthday though. It's a joint celebration for like 3 or 4 different birthdays. So
I mean, yeah, that's true, I guess. But still, like that's got to kind of sting a little bit. That like, yeah, I don't know. That would hurt my feelings. Do
you think she's right or wrong to ask for everybody that's not going to pay half?
I think it's unreasonable, honestly, because first of all, and said it before and I'll say it again, if you are booking shit like this, do whatever you can to get insurance or some kind of insurance that you're going to get your money back, or at least a portion of it.
Especially a group trip where there's so many moving pieces.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. People have got to stop relying so much on their friends, thinking that they're gonna like follow through on shit. Newsflash.
People don't follow through on shit.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't follow through on fucking anything anymore. Yes. So everybody's always down to be like, oh my God, such good vibes. LA, that sounds like a good time. And then it comes down to actually doing it and having to put in an effort for somebody other than yourself and spending the money and all this stuff. And everybody's like, I actually don't owe it to them to do this, so I'm going to cancel. Yeah. And then that's how you get in this situation. That's why I'm saying everybody fucking sucks here. If you guys didn't think that you were going to go on this trip, you should have said that.
Similar thing happened to us when I was still at LM, and we tried to, I think we just got the house. We were going to do like a 4th of July thing.
I mean, it wasn't nearly as bad.
No,
but
we put the whole thing together and like got the grill and like got all the stuff. And like a few days before, like...
Yeah, we had gotten all this stuff to host the party for 4th of July because everybody was like, oh, are you guys doing anything for 4th of July? Yep. No, because who fucking celebrates 4th of July? But everybody was like, oh, I'm going to do it. And so we did all the shit. Yep. And then like a couple days before, everybody's like, actually, we have other plans. And I'm like, funny, because I wasn't even going to do anything for 4th of July because I don't fucking celebrate it.
Yeah, but... Yeah,
whatever.
Anyways.
Anyway. But it's the same.
The flakiness of people is the point.
Yeah, it's the same thing, is that like, stop putting so much into these people. And like, after this actually don't invite your friends anymore.
This is the same exact situation. It's just they were going to someplace else because they all work together. So these are work friends. Yeah. So it's the same exact situation.
Again, just don't, I mean, it sucks that you're missing that money. That's really shitty. I guess you can either decide if it's more expensive for you to pull out or for you to just pay and go and have a good time. Yeah. Or, you know, like that's where you just got to weigh that as far as the financial side of it. As far as your friends go, I mean, whatever. I wouldn't plan anything like this with them ever again. Yeah. Like, we can still hang out, whatever, but like, I'm not planning shit with you guys.
But I think the point is she the asshole? So you're kind of getting off of like what's going to happen in the future.
I mean, like, I think everybody sucks. I don't think that she should ask them to pay for half because they're not going. Yeah. I don't think that whoever reserved the Airbnb, they shouldn't have done it as soon as they did. They shouldn't have done it without having insurance. All of those friends shouldn't have pulled out. It's just a lot of y'all shouldn't have. Y'all just shouldn't have.
One thing that I wanted to point out though is that the one person said that we shouldn't have secured it so soon. But I think that's bullshit because it's 3 weeks away. Like, do you want to wait until a week out to secure this thing?
I agree. But they're making it sound like it had been secured like much further out.
I don't think it matters because the decision it could have been secured at 4 weeks or it could have been secured at 32 weeks.
That's why I was saying is that when they should have done it, they should have gotten the insurance. Oh, because that's a lot that you're relying on a lot of other people for.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, I
and if
I hope that they're able to still like go and make a good time out of whatever, you know, with whoever is going to go. But that sucks. And everybody kind of sucks.
So you think that this person is not the asshole or is the asshole?
Not necessarily.
So specifically for asking for the money. That's the question. Not the other shit. Just the money.
I mean,
so I'm going to say it again. Am I the asshole? The title again. Am I the asshole? My friends backed out of a trip 3 weeks before and refused to pay for their portion of the Airbnb. Am I the asshole for asking them to pay half? That's the question. I don't want to call this person an asshole just because of what they're going through. But to answer the question, yes, because they don't need to pay half. In my opinion, I wouldn't pay if I wasn't going.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't pay if I wasn't going either, but I probably would have, like when they were planning on getting the Airbnb and talking about prices and stuff, I probably would have been like, hey, I don't know if I can swing this.
Oh yeah, we
or
could,
something
all day. Like, I mean, we could talk about how
all the
to
shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah, exactly. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You could do that all day, but for the situation that she's in right now, am I the asshole for asking them to pay half?
I don't think she's necessarily the asshole for asking. I think that she would be the asshole if she didn't let it go when they say no.
Oh, okay.
They bailed on you, so it's
more of a. Are you
wrong.
Willing to pay half to help us with the cost?
That's what I'm saying. Is
sense.
They all bailed on you, and they knew that you guys had already reserved this. So you're not wrong for asking. Hey, since you kind of fucked us over, are you gonna do anything to kind of help us through this, or what? I mean, everybody still sucks.
Yeah. But so when I look at these, the Am I the Asshole, series and everything, I look at it as it's pretty much like a yes or no. That's the way I look at it. It's the asshole or not the asshole.
Well, there is an everybody sucks here. That's why I said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I like that. Everybody does suck here for sure. If that's an option, that's definitely the way to go. But I think you have a good point though. She could be like, hey, are you willing, not demand it or anything, but hey, are you willing to at least pay half of what you agreed to pay? Because we still want to go on this trip, but now we just got all of your costs.
Yeah. So all of our costs just doubled because you guys decided you didn't want to do it. Yep. And now at the end of the day, somebody has to eat the cost of that Airbnb. And I mean, I wouldn't have put that on my credit card, but if it was on my credit card,
it's true. I mean, but that's easy to say once you know the situation. But I think some people are so trusting that they're like, oh, yeah, this is going to work out great. And then everybody fucking ends up flaking out. And then you're left with the bill, But
nope. No.
I think you have a good point. I think everybody's the asshole. Or everybody sucks?
Yep, everybody
sucks here. But I think she should ask I think it would be okay to ask for half of it. Just
I mean, hey, the worst they can say is no, but when they say no, just move on because
you can't. You work with them. You see them every day.
Learn your lesson. I don't know. That's what I would say is I'm never doing. If you guys invite me to anything from here on out, nah,
honestly,
probably not.
I think we were kind of, like I said, it's not the same situation, but it was still with coworkers that, trying to get out of my bubble and trying to, make friends in the workplace and all that good stuff. Yeah. Obviously didn't work out, but so we tried that with the 4th of July thing. And the same thing happened. Everybody just fucking flaked out and we planned this whole thing. We still had a great time because we did everything that we were going to plan.
I mean, I still made really good food.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
And then we still played outside with kids and had the grill going and all that kind of stuff. Same shit we would have done with a bunch of people. But the similar thing. Whereas if this were to happen, when it happened to us, we didn't really get back with that crowd. That was kind of it. We were okay, I'm pretty much over this. If this is the flakiness, and the hard part too is I wonder if she went through the same thing. Is that when you were planning and coordinating this and putting all this together, nobody fucking communicated in the chat. No one talked. So you just in person, everybody's like, oh yeah, this is great. But then in the chat, no one says anything. So you're just under the impression that
probably
this is still the plan. Still what we're gonna do. Maybe this is what happened here. And then finally come the final hour, and then everybody's like, oh, no, by the by, I can't make it. Why didn't you fucking say that weeks ago?
Yeah, it's we've only been talking about it for every day leading up. And
there's been no fucking...
And you just wait until
okay. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
fine. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If they... I mean, y'all work together, you're going to see each other, but just take this as a lesson learned. And if you guys ever plan any group outing, make sure that it's something that you can either sustain on your own. So if you're going out to dinner, you are picking up your own tab. We're not splitting shit.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows. So you over there with your 10 fucking appetizers and your drinks and your big steak entree, I'm paying for me and my salad. Like, literally, that's how I would approach it, is like everything that we go do, I'm going to make sure that I got me.
Honestly,
and we can go hang out and have fun, I will take care of myself.
Yeah, I would definitely treat it as, I wouldn't even go out with the group anymore. I would just, if this is how it's going to operate, and then they're not even willing to help you out. You know what I mean?
It would definitely leave like a sour taste in my mouth about people.
So I wouldn't even like, there is no personal relationship anymore. This is strictly work. Like we can talk at work, but anything outside, I don't fucking trust you.
When you bring in shit like this and like you bring in money and stuff, like that's a very quick way to fuck up a friendship.
Exactly. Insurance.
Yep. So the key takeaways: don't make big plans with groups of people.
Yeah.
And insurance on your trips.
But if you do, get insurance.
Yeah, insurance on your trips always.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it's a small trip, big trip, middle trip, little trip.
Middle trip.
Dr. Seuss.
Oh, God. You ready to move on? Next up is Maybe It's Not That Bad. This one is about something that most people hate, but you actually don't mind. This week, you got 4 options, but you can only pick one, and we'll save the rest for the other episodes.
Okay.
So we got getting older. I changed out a couple of these too.
Okay.
So getting older, unsolicited advice, HOA rules, and social media detox. That one I can give you an example because I don't want it to get confusing. If you choose that one.
I mean, I was going to say getting older.
Okay. So why is it not that bad? Or do you want me to read the examples?
You can, sure.
Okay. So some think that, some think they get perspective, wisdom, and less caring about nonsense. Some would do anything to stop the aging and look/act 16 again.
That's true. I don't know. I'm having a good time in my 30s. I'm like this is the best time I've had yet. So I'm down with getting older. I definitely give a lot less fucks than I used to.
That's fair.
Yeah.
As you get older, I mean.
And I'm just out here doing what I do, trying to have fun and like figure shit out. And I don't know. I mean, that's why that's just what I tell people. Because sometimes, like when you get like these 20-somethings or whatever, and they're like, oh my God, this fucking sucks. Like, does it get any better? Or is it all blah, blah, blah?
It can.
And I'm like, yeah, it can. Yeah. And I'm like, just so you know, your 20s suck.
Yeah.
Like, and, I just, like, that's just what I tell them. And I'm like, I get that, when we were young and we were in high school, everybody was like, oh, I can't wait until I'm like in college and I'm like in my 20s and I'm going to go out and do all this stuff. You don't know what the hell you're doing in your 20s. No. Like everything, you're out on your own, usually for the first time. Everything's brand new. You're still trying to figure everything out. Yeah, you got all this freedom, but at what cost? Like, it's just like,
yeah, I suppose.
Your 20s are crazy.
Yeah.
And once you get past them, you realize like, ooh, that was kind of shitty a little bit. Like maybe I didn't, know exactly what I was doing, like looking back on things and maybe where I thought that like I was right and I'm realizing now that like my frontal lobe has developed that like I was so off or whatever, like.
I mean, it makes sense though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
like you're doing a lot of experimenting for like what you want your life to look like in your 20s. Like you're still trying to figure out like
exactly like you're just trying to figure yourself out.
Building a career or finding out who you want to be as a person and stuff like that. It's not till like your 30s where you're actually like, okay. And that's why it blows my mind like these 20-something year olds think they have everything figured out. Like they know everything about life. Like there was somebody like that.
I did too.
At one of my last jobs. It was like I think 24.
Yeah.
Thought I knew everything about life. I was like, dude, you don't know shit yet. Like no kids, no spouse, no like this is all you've done in your whole adult, your 6 years of adult life or whatever.
I know. Like, those I'm just always like,
you don't know shit.
All right. Okay.
It's so funny when you run into those people though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that like when you're in that space that like you do think that you know everything and you do think that you're right. And like it is very much I'm going to do what I want and nobody can tell me anything. Like that's part of growing
Which
up.
I mean you can. You can,
like,
but it doesn't mean that like
doesn't mean you're right.
And hopefully exactly. And hopefully you don't stick to that
Yeah.
Because that's, I don't know, it's pretty toxic. But
I mean, yeah, you have to like obviously be willing to like learn and grow and evolve. Right. If you don't get stuck where you are in your 20s.
I couldn't imagine being the same person that I was, like, especially like even in the military.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I was in my early 30s when I was in the military. I think I turned 30 in, where were we? Paris?
No, we were in Germany.
Berlin.
Yeah,
that's right. We were in Berlin. But so I was still, you know, in my 30s in the military. But I don't know. I think I was definitely still part of that mindset as far as the military kind of mindset goes, where it's kind of just stuck in that one frame of mind. But once I actually exited the military and in my 30s, I was able to grow a lot more.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine. And then thinking about where I was even before the military too, you know, early 20s, like didn't know shit about shit, you know?
Yeah.
So it's really like, I think that getting older is great because you learn, especially if you stick to learning new things every day. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, yeah, I think it's like not everybody gets to grow old. So, you know, it really is like, oh, I had the word right on the tip of my tongue. Damn it. I'm having a rough day today. I don't know. I guess like a blessing is a word that you can throw in there, but it really is because like, there's so many people that don't get to make it to even like, I'm 32. There's so many people that don't even get to make it to this. Like, there's been plenty of people that I've known that have, like, you know, exactly.
Died in their 20s,
they don't even make it.
You didn't even get to like experience.
Exactly. You don't even get to get out of that craziness that we were all in, you know, like sometimes you don't even get to the point where your frontal lobe develops and you realize
that raises a question though. I wonder, not to get too off topic, but I wonder the difference in growth for those that stay in their hometown forever and those that actually like go out and like travel and like they experience different things.
I mean,
I wonder if like their 20s to 30s looks the same as like the 20s and 30s to like somebody that's traveled and like experienced things. I think it's drastically different. I think if you are in your hometown, this is just my opinion, if you stay in your hometown for your entire life, your 20s and 30s, for a lot of people could look pretty similar because you never leave the mentality of like, you never leave that environment, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like compared to like my 20s and early 30s in the military, you know what I mean? Look pretty similar just because I was in that same kind of, even though I traveled,
I
was in
suppose,
that same kind of environment.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got away from that environment that I actually started to grow a lot more.
Well, yeah. I mean, you are a product of your environment.
Yeah, I wonder if a hometown that you never leave is the same concept.
I mean, you know? If you're not like making an effort to, like I said, continue to grow and learn and everything like that, and you just only take in what's around you, then I mean, you're only going to grow as much as your environment allows.
Exactly.
So like, I definitely would be a completely different person if I hadn't like left the small town and everything. Like,
probably still be a Chrysalis?
I don't even know. It's not even called Chrysalis anymore.
Okay.
but yeah, so
Some
I
factory?
just I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, there's not a lot of options in a small town.
Yeah, you know? I guess I mean, really, just when you're in a small town, it comes down to a lot of like who you are and who you know and all that stuff, because like everybody knows everybody. Yeah. And I mean, it's like that with, you know, within reason in a big city, but there's a lot more like anonymity here. Like I feel when it comes to who you are and who you know, that's when you get up to like bigger platforms and things, you know, like in like higher positions and things like that. Okay. When you're, you know, in a small town, that's just the baseline, is that it's just all about who you are and who you know. It's like there's no level of anonymity because everybody remembers who you are since like kindergarten.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know,
and
like
who your parents are, who your siblings are.
I just that's why I'm saying that. Like, I think if you stay within that same environment, you're only going to grow as much as that environment grows.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And
those situations have to look drastically different.
Yeah, but then, you know, like sometimes I see on TikTok and stuff that people will be like, oh my God, I live in this small town. I've lived here forever. But like I've done, you know, like I've done the research and been reading and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I know all these things from outside of my environment that they're just like itching to get out of what they're stuck in.
Okay.
But they don't have the means to leave.
Right.
And so that's where like it's, can be suffocating because like, that's where you're almost like in a hard place where when you're in that situation, it's like, yeah, I want to learn and grow and like do this. But if you don't have the means to like physically like grow, I guess, then sometimes it makes it, it could take more of a toll, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's also a different mentality too. So like when I think of it, people that are in their like 20, transitioning 20s and 30s in a small town, they don't want to leave, right? Like they're just stuck. They're working the same job. They've been doing the same thing, whatever. There's a different mentality of growth and like development in that mindset than there is in like that right there. Somebody that actually wants to branch out and wants to learn and wants to like get out of that situation. I think that person may not grow maybe as much as the person that's, traveling the world or, whatever. But still developing, I would think, in my opinion, more than the person that's just like stagnant in like the same town, same job, doesn't want to go anywhere, does the same shit, is not going to develop as much as the person that actually is in that same town, but is like, I want to get out. Like I did this research. I want to get here. Like when you said when you were younger and you wanted to like move to fucking New York City or something stupid. And like something like that, like that person, if that actually is the goal and they stick to it, that person is still going to develop more than the person that's just like, oh, I'm good. I'm good here.
I mean, if you don't like care to continue to learn or anything, then you're not gonna grow at all. That's whether you stay in one place or not. Like,
that's true.
You can still move around and like be ignorant as fuck, not taking in anything that's happening around you.
That's true. Yeah, but I think it's a lot harder though because you have to ignore a lot. But I think in all, I guess, 3 scenarios that we're talking about, getting older looks different, and I think all 3 of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, getting older looks different for everybody, but I don't know. I guess I think it really comes down to like your will to live.
Your will to live.
Yeah. I mean,
like live your fullest life kind of thing. Yeah.
Like how much you're willing to like put into your life, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's where the mindset definitely where I think that the mindset shifts versus like, oh my God, getting old and I don't mind getting old.
Yeah.
Like it's just how you choose to embrace it or ignore it.
Okay. So let's dissect the other side of it. Okay. So like we said that we like getting older because of, life experiences and knowledge and getting comfortable with who you are and all this kind of stuff. But the other side of it, the people that don't want to get older. Where do you think that mindset comes from? Like, why do people want to act like they're act like they're 16 again? Where do you think that comes from?
I mean, I think a lot of it is like social media, wanting to be relevant, stay relevant. Like as far as
do you think you're more relevant as a
16-year-old
like kid or like 20-year-old kid or whatever?
Are you talking about like just regular people or like celebrities that like gets, all the plastic surgery? I mean, I guess regular people do that too.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
But I mean,
celebrities are still just fucking people. They put pants on. No, I know. I'm just saying like they have more money. That's what I mean. Is that it's easier for them to go do stuff like that. You see these everyday people go to like get BBLs.
I know, BBLs? But I'm saying it's a lot easier for them to go do all these extra treatments and stuff that like us regular folk probably don't even have access to. In general, though, I think it's just like, I think it's a fear of just like not getting attention anymore, not being relevant.
So you think that like they want to go back to like their glory days? Because that was their highlight.
I think so.
You think they just don't know that like their highlight, like the highlight of their life could be like their 30s and 40s?
Maybe they're just clinging on to something that's like already passed.
See, that's crazy to me. That doesn't make it like what I can't wrap my head around like, focusing on what happened, like the best days of my life, like going back there. Cause like, I don't know the days that are coming up could be significantly better.
Yeah. I mean, some people just get stuck in the like glory days,
I guess.
Of
What about
youth.
the people, even to take it a step farther from like look and act, but like talk? Like, you know, like the 40-year-olds or whatever age it is, right? But like they start talking. Like I know we do it with the kids to like kind of, you know, rip on them a little bit, you know, for their words they use. But like some people are legit. Like they change their verbiage. They
like
change
Gen Z slang.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you think? Is that part of like, I still want to be relevant? I still want to relive the glory days?
Yeah. I think it's a fine line between like you just catch on to something and then like you're trying too hard to stay like in touch, I guess. Or I don't.
My thing is, my main thing is like the whole being relevant thing, right? That doesn't make sense to me because, you know, these minus like major influencers, which really aren't influencers, but it's fine. Like the influencers that are like kids, you know, like 16 or, you know, 20s, whatever, right? I think that's, I don't know. I don't understand why those are the glory days. I always come back to that. Like, I don't understand, like, you're 16 and like you think you're the top of the world and all this other stuff. And then like this 30-year-old is like, oh, I want to act like that. Like, but you could do something completely greater than that in like your 30s and 40s.
Some people got
but yet
that
you
want
to act syndrome. Like this Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah, they don't want to grow up.
So that's different though than reliving the glory days.
Well, that's the same thing as like not wanting to get older. They just don't want to grow up. They don't want to let go. They don't want to move on.
So that's why you think they pick up like
life or
Gen
I don't
Z
know
slang or whatever is because they want to be young.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was just thinking more about like the people that, you know, like do these like anti-aging treatments and like do all these things that like pluck and suck and tuck and fill and all these things because they want to look young and tight.
Don't all of those people end up regretting it though? Like
if they don't say it out loud, I think so. I mean,
a lot of people have come out and said that they regret it.
I've heard a lot of stories of people getting plastic surgery and like it or
Wasn't Courtney
filler
Cox like that?
Or something. Yeah, she got a bunch of filler.
Yeah, and then she's like,
and
I
then
regret it.
like,
or something like that. Yeah.
And then even, you know, like there's celebrities that like were famous for like getting these boob jobs and stuff, and they're like, oh my God, I'm older now. Like these things I'm pretty sure are killing me. And they like get their boobs taken out, like the implants and everything. They're trying to like undo as much as they can, but it's like you can only do so much to your body before like you can't do anymore. You do permanent damage, you know? Yeah. So like if that's the risky thing with plastic surgery and on this like not wanting to get older thing is that for some people in this, you know, this attempt to stay youthful, they go and get these surgeries and they come out looking horrible or they look older than they were. And then they're like, great, now I have to fucking fix it. And now it's just surgery after surgery after surgery to fix it. You could have just grown old gracefully and you probably would have looked fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
they don't want to look fine though.
I know, but that's the thing is that that's where whenever, you know, like people ask me about it, or, you know, it's not often, I guess, but whenever I do like catch the ear of an eager 20-something-year-old, I'm just like, just so you know, I'm 32 and I'm like, things are fucking great. Yeah. Like I'm happy. I'm in a good place in my life. Like I don't feel the like panic that I did in my 20s. And so just so you know,
like finding yourself kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm like, so just so you know that like, this isn't the end all be all of your life. Like everything doesn't end when you turn 30. I promise. Like 29 isn't your last year of glory. Like, I don't even remember my 29th year. I think that was COVID. I don't remember. Yeah. Who cares? Yeah. Anyway, the point is like,
I agree though.
Yeah, it just, I don't know.
I think getting older is I'm definitely a fan.
Yeah.
I would never want to go back to like my teens or 20s. Like, what? No.
Yeah. No.
Like, there's so much good shit that can happen in the future.
Moving forward.
Like, why would I go back? Yeah, like there's no reason for that.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I'm gonna have like a head full of gray hairs, and that's fine too. I got a bunch right now, and it's fine.
Probably from children.
It's 100% from children. Like, there's no doubt about it.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I say age with grace.
Yes, always.
Because not everybody gets to do it.
Yeah, and avoid fucking surgery.
Yeah.
That shit'll kill you.
Yeah.
Especially the BBLs and oof.
Yeah.
Anyways, you ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Our last segment is a feel good for the week because we could use more good news. I got this article from Good News Network, as always. I'll leave a link in the description for those that are interested. So the article is titled, this one's kind of wild. It's a little short though. Okay. And there's like it's a PSA at the end.
Okay.
But this one is titled, This Teen's iPhone Called 911 by Itself After Severe Crash Saves Her Life. A tragedy suffered and an even greater tragedy avoided. That's the narrative on Laura Leskovac's mind since her daughter was seriously injured in a car crash. The greater tragedy? What would have almost certainly happened had her daughter, Lindsay, not had the crash detection feature activated on her iPhone 14. Falling asleep at the wheel and obliterating her car against two poles and a tree, the phone knew what had happened and immediately called 911 emergency services. This is in quotes. The person from the fire and rescue told me that 911 said the phone initiated the call, so I looked further into that to find out, Laura told ABC 21, and I discovered that iPhones have an automatic crash detection on it if you have the setting on. Laura said the phone was connected to 911 for 22 minutes, during which Lindsay, who broke both her femurs as well as bones in her pelvis, hips, and cervical spinal region, managed to help the paramedics find her location where she lay trapped under the car. We're so blessed that she's alive. It's a miracle. We're also blessed that there's no paralysis, Laura said.
Yeah.
The mother added her daughter has a long road to recovery, obviously, but that the most important thing was that she had the technology and that it was activated. For otherwise, there may have been no road left at all for the teenager. Wow. This is I think it's called a PSA. Mm-hmm. If you have an iPhone 14 or newer, you too can activate the detection system by scrolling down to Emergency SOS under the settings menu and activating crash detection. From that menu, you can also select which number it is your phone should automatically dial. 911 in most cases. I thought this was really interesting. Although you can change it, for example, to an embassy number if you're traveling out of the country.
Oh, that's smart.
Because before I read that part, I was like, why in the fuck would you change that? Because like I wouldn't change it to a significant other because what if you don't?
What if you're with them?
That's a good point too. Mm-hmm. But like what if like they don't have their phone on them or whatever? 911 is going to...
They're going to investigate that call.
They usually answer, right? A lot more likely at least. So I was like, why would you fucking change that? And then I read that last one. It's like the embassy. Really if you're abroad, that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, that's a genius idea.
Because you don't want to call 911 abroad.
There is no 911 abroad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck. But yeah, that was it.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Both femurs and her cervical spinal region.
Broke both her femurs as well as bones in her pelvis, hips, and cervical spinal region.
Ooh. Fuck. That sounds like it hurts.
Yeah.
I hope she has a smooth recovery.
Lindsay who broke. Oh, it was actually Lindsay that was talking though too.
Oh, she was talking.
That's what. So yeah. So Laura said the phone was connected to 911 for 22 minutes. That's the mom. Lindsay is the daughter.
Okay.
During which Lindsay, who broke both her femurs as well as bones in her pelvis, hips, cervical spinal region, managed to help the paramedics find her location where she lay trapped under the car.
Okay.
So she was actually talking to the paramedics.
Yes.
But I'm sure they could also.
It was probably like through the speakers or something.
Triangulate the. Because she wasn't gonna fucking move.
Well, obviously,
she was trapped underneath the car too.
No, that probably helped that she was like, I was like driving home from volleyball or something. I don't know, but
maybe work or something. She fell asleep, but
that's so scary.
But great, so great for that technology though, because without that, she wouldn't have made it. Mm-hmm. You know?
Oh my God,
that's wild.
Yeah.
So if you have an iPhone, I'm sure.
If anybody's
Android would have the same thing, but
I don't know. We'd have to look
regardless.
Into it. But yeah, definitely. That's crazy.
That saved her life.
Oh, boy.
I usually talk shit on iPhones just because I'm not an iPhone user.
I mean, yeah, I don't care
but
for
in
iPhones,
this
but that is a very
that's
good
fucking
feature.
incredible. That's incredible.
Really good.
Like you saved this girl's life. So
yeah.
I back
the
iPhone 100%
one time I will praise iPhone.
Yes, 100%.
You did the damn thing. I'm glad that she's okay. Well, glad that she's alive. I'm sure she's like, not really okay.
But she can fully recover. No paralysis, like she can recover.
Yeah.
But isn't that wild?
Probably a long road of recovery.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I hope that everything goes
she's alive.
well. Exactly. She's alive.
Yes.
She's not paralyzed. I'm happy to hear it. It was a good ending. Yeah.
Anything you want to add before we wrap up? Anything you got?
I don't think so. No, if I have anything to add, I'll add it on mine because I don't remember.
All right, that's it for this week's episode of the Ranting Podcast, the Rant Files. If you enjoy the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see everyone next week.
Yay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.